Now, I hope you've all had a lovely Easter. We didn't do much. We just stuck around home and did a little Easter hunt. We go to church. We did church on the Friday and then the Sunday. And yeah, went on a couple of bushwalks. And now I'm back in my studio. I just kind of just took the weekend off. It's, yeah, just kind of family time. And now I'm ready to reveal my last firing where we last finished off. And they all turned out really well. I haven't unpacked them all. I kind of just had a little sneaky peek. Again, they've been ready to be unpacked for the last 3 days. But I just didn't really want to. I just kind of just wanted to chill and not get in my studio. We just have those days. So let's unpack it, but it doesn't look there's been any cracks. These are all platters. I'll unpack this and then I'll put all my mugs in there. So they used my Mid-Fi 33 clay, which is a brown clay, and then I've glazed it with my Wonder White clay, which kind of gives it that rustic look, a bit orangey tinge, which I actually like. So with the thinner, like the edges, it actually comes out a little bit orange, and then you've got the white in the thicker base. Yeah, I like that. All unpacked and they all came out really good. I'm really pleased with how they worked out. I absolutely love that glaze on the clay. Now I'm just going to pack the kiln with the mugs that were from the same workshop. Squeezed all the rest in of the platters and some platters that I've made and all the mugs. Oh, so close, so close. I have a Mother's Day vase workshop coming up on the weekend of Mother's Day, so I'm just going to make some vases, just some more like demo ones. But I think I left the clay to dry a little bit too long, so it's a bit stiff. Just hoping it doesn't crack. This is just my Raku clay. It's not the prettiest of all the clays, but it's more unlikely for it to crack. And I find that people can use it a bit better, especially for beginners. It just works well in your hand. It's very forgiving compared to some of my other clay. Man, this is terrible lighting I have in my studio. I apologise, it's getting dark early now. Okay. So I've just made that one, a bit of a wave. Again, I'm trying to make these, you know, realistic to what other people can make in the workshop. So I'm not going to fiddle around with it too much. I think that's pretty good that you can do that in 2 hours for everyone to achieve. Now I've decided I'm going to do like another wave, but a bit bigger. And I'm going to put some holes in them. That's what I reckon. I've got these little ones here that you can put some holes, nice clean. Oh. All right, so let's make sure that we get it right first. I'm going to go really far down. Here are my little vases for my little demos that I can put on display to show you what you can make. Just a couple of different options, like, you know, plain standard cylinder. You can do some waves at the top and some patterns in it, and then just to kind of play around. And some people feel a bit scared to kind of cut into their work or just get creative, so I try to give them some ideas that they can do in the workshop. Yesterday I just made a bunch of my pyramids. I used to make a lot of these for the markets a couple of years ago, but I started just doing my workshops, and that just took up a lot of my weekends. Plus, the thing with markets, you just can't guarantee that you'll even make any money. There were some weekends where I wouldn't even make my rent back, and it just was not getting worth it. It was just me setting up the pack up and set up alone, you know, that's a couple of hours there, and I just felt like my workshops were just more important than selling my stuff at the markets. But I decided to get back into it, but I'm just going to take my time because I'm just going to make a whole bunch of inventory for the Christmas markets. I just feel like if I can attend at least maybe 4 or 5, November and December, then that might make, you know, worth it. That's the plan. So I'm just going to make a couple of pyramids. Well, my plan is to at least make 100 pyramids for my plain hangers. I don't know if you've seen me at the markets or know what I'm talking about when I say pyramids. So what I'm going to do, I make these that I've handmade. I usually slip cast them, but I've decided to hand make them because I wanted to make a couple in my different types of clay and glaze them. So what I would do, I will put some holes at the bottom and then I'll make them as planters. They're hollow. And then I do my macrame at the bottom of it. They're very popular, but again, you're fighting with other people doing the exact same thing. Ceramicists, people that do macrame. There's just so many people. There's so many just crafty people out there just doing amazing things. So there's a lot of competition. So it just makes it hard sometimes. I'm also going to test out some of my new underglazes I got from Kiwi Glaze. Oops, sorry. I've got this plate here. I was given a whole bunch of plates. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're earthenware or stoneware. But I'm going to test out some glazes on it just to have a little bit of fun painting and see what I can do with these colours. Got some yellows, got more warm colours. They're very pretty. I'll see actually how well they do. It absorbs a lot into the bisque fired ware. Also my finished plate with my new underglaze. I just want to, I know it's very beautiful. Just want to play around with different strokes, different kind of layers, what colours go on top and underneath. And the other thing is that it did start to like flake off. Maybe I put it on too thick. because all the rest is fine. Just where I've put the black, I reckon I might have put it on a bit too thick. Anyway, that's my little test plate. Isn't she beautiful? My girls were like, wow, Mum, that's amazing. Unpacking the kiln. These are all the mugs and the rest of the platters. Ooh. Cool. So I did my matte white glaze on the mugs. All my little travel mugs. I like how they turned out. Very nice. And then I think all the rest of the mugs are from my workshop that other people have made. Let's see. A cute little one there. Oh, they all turned out really good. No cracks in the handles, no holes. Good sign for a good firing. Nice. Like that. That's my platter. Nice. So I've got this platter with a little dip to go with that. It's cute. Hey, where are you going? Yeah, that's it. Bump away. Away. Bump my camera. You wombat. Got to be happy with that. I'm definitely going to have to run a chip and dip platter workshop, another one. These are my ones. A bit of variations of different platters you can do in a workshop. So I made this one like for your sushi. You could put like your sushi along there with a bit of soy sauce, and this one is mainly for cheese because obviously it's flat, so nothing's going to roll off. And then yeah, your crackers and dip and olives, whatever you like there. But I'm really happy with how they turned out. Look at all these mugs. Just if I can get a better light. Really happy with how they turned out. Glaze good, no cracks on handles. Just always a good success story when it comes to firing, the handle staying on. But overall, all the platters and all the mugs are all done from my March workshop. Yes, nice feeling. Nothing really exciting for the rest of the day, but I've just packed a bisque. These are all platters. I did not want to put anything on top of them because I do not want them to crack. These are from a chip and dip platter workshop, and they're little dip bowls in there as well. So I'll open up in a couple of days. Hopefully no cracks along the way.